Finally, we've got more news about Marathon. It's Bungie's next big shooter game, and I've been really excited about this game for quite some time, and whilst I haven't had a chance to play it personally, I know some creators have played it. I know that it's in active development. Development's coming on quite nicely, and it looks like they're finally gearing up to be able to kind of get this game out there and show us gameplay. We don't have gameplay today, but we do have more information about the game, what it will play like, what we can expect from it, and what we can expect next year as well. Now, I'll be honest, this latest dev blog doesn't have as much juicy information as I was hoping, and sort of just confirms or denies certain information that's been out there already. But alongside this new dev blog, there was sort of like an insider leak online that gives a bit more information about what we can expect from this game as well. Now, the reason why I've been so excited about Marathon personally is because I've long held the belief that the extraction shooter genre is way underdeveloped and there's a lot of potential to be had in this genre. Just nobody's really made the right extraction shooter game yet. Now, if you were to take Halo or Destiny gameplay in terms of gun mechanics and the way the game feels and bring it into an extraction shooter game with all of the core extraction features there ready to play, it could be a pretty good experience. The biggest problem with a lot of extraction shooter games at the moment is you have either something that's way too hardcore with super realistic gun mechanics and damage, like Escape from Tarkov and Arena Breakout, or you have the other side where it's way too casual and there's not enough risk and reward, like, say, DMZ or that weird Battlefield extraction shooter they made. I know there's good extraction shooters out there like Hunt Showdown, but there's nothing that has like fun, flashy movement and gameplay that also has extraction mechanics. That's what I've been wanting, and I think Marathon could kind of be like that. I feel like the devs have sort of taken a look at what made Destiny great and what other games have been great in recent years and took those game mechanics and put it into Marathon. So yeah, this is an extraction shooter. They confirmed that basically you'll go into this big open world and your main objective is to loot stuff, get out alive. There will be different PvE, it will be PvP as well. You have you and your team and other enemies in the same world. And if you kill other players, you can loot all their stuff. If you die, you'll lose all your loot. Pretty normal stuff. Now, there will be questing and other stuff like that, very similar to other extraction games. So in terms of like the core gameplay experience, I think you could say take Escape from Tarkov, and that is the blueprint that Marathon will be using. But the actual gameplay experience will be a lot different. One of the biggest criticisms that Marathon got when some news came out earlier this year was that it was going to be another hero shooter, and a lot of people weren't looking forward to that. They were sick of having to be forced into playing specific heroes and wanted to be able to craft their own experience and choose their own items, loadouts, and so forth. And well, one of the things that the devs did come forth with today was basically actually saying in the comment section of their latest dev blog that it's not really like a hero shooter like, say, Apex or Overwatch. Instead, each of the heroes, or runners as they're called in this game, will have a set of base abilities, and you can then build off of that by augmenting them in your own way, and you have more customization. Whilst these runners will have sort of different individual personalities and some unique abilities, the gear and guns you find during the gameplay will be the most important part, and everything can be customized a lot. There'll be different gameplay buffs that you can get from XP and different changeable skill trees. So yes, it's sort of like you will have a hero, but you customize that in what way you see fit. Now, we don't know how many runners there will be when the game launches, or if they'll plan to add more, or what their sort of steps will be in that case, but they showed two new screenshots of two different runners, which are currently codenamed Thief and Stealth. Now, obviously, the devs kind of hinted that the next time we hear from them that we'll see gameplay, but I guess they're just not quite ready to show us gameplay yet. From the dev blog that we got, we basically heard that a lot of the elements of the game are all coming together. Some areas of the art are starting to come together more than others. For example, the PvE mobs still need work, and the core gameplay has changed around a lot, but development is finally going pretty smoothly, and they will have gameplay to show off next year. Honestly, there was a lot of information in there that just kind of was a bit lacking. They kind of just talked about the same information we kind of already had. However, this recent blog that came out from Forbes kind of goes into a bit more detail. Now, this is based on insider information, so it may not be 100% true. It seems like it will be a $40 price point for this game, so it won't be free to play. Interestingly, Arc Raiders, another extraction shooter coming out next year by the Finals developers, is taking that same route as well. $40, not free to play, kind of like the same thing Helldivers 2 did, which was successful, and also Concord, which was very unsuccessful. But I actually kind of like the idea of having more games with a single price tag, because I want them to make a good finished product that we can all buy and enjoy from the get-go. I'm getting a bit tired of live service games, honestly. The same ones where every season you get a tiny bit more drip-fed content, but the game never quite feels done. And also a $40 price tag will be good for a PvP extraction shooter because, well, cheaters are a big problem in games these days, and that will slow them down a little bit. According to this leak, it's too late for them to go into free-to-play now. It's just too far into development, and Marathon will have standard stuff like a cosmetic shop and a battle pass, as well as the $40 price tag. So I think they're probably taking a lot of inspiration from Helldivers 2 when it comes to monetization. And obviously, they're not going to just release this game and then be done with it. I'm sure they'll keep releasing content over time as well. Interestingly, this next point in the sort of insider post suggested that there would be a video blog coming out sharing more information, which later came out that very same day. And on top of that, Bungie won't really showcase anything else until spring 2025. Although apparently internally, a lot of the people really want to get this out in front of the players. And then here's some more information about the class hero system in Marathon, the runners. Like I said, still a lot of kind of information that is yet to be told, but I'm hoping this game will be decent. I know that Bungie haven't really done a good job with keeping the community happy in recent years. But even with that being said, I think a sci-fi extraction shooter with a bit more fun, flowing movement and gunplay could be really good for an extraction shooter. That's what I'm really hoping for here. So I guess we still have to wait to see more about Marathon. But let me know what you think about this game, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio!